Where do I begin? Pong, 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 pong. Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And you are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi, late edition. Okay, so got multiple topics to get through today, tonight, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you may be. Let's get turn this up just a little bit. Okay, so we got the music coming nice and mellow, smooth and mellow. Okay, so what's the subject? What's on the menu? We're going to get into the comment section shortly. Where's the menu? Where's the menu? What are we looking at? Let's, hold on. I got up on the screen. Okay, that's cool. Can leave that there for the time being. Hold on. I got up on the sound check. Okay, that's cool. Can leave that there for the sound check is in effect. So we're clear and we are live. Okay, so what are we looking at? What are we looking at? Let me check my screen, see what's going on. Okay, so today, some of the things on the menu, we have Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. And to that I say, as you can see in the title, what the... Okay, probably put the F in later. Don't want to have any issues with the YouTubes. Okay, and then we're going to have a brief summary of the Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. Did that on Sunday. What day is it today? It's Monday, so we're good. Just touch on that for a couple of seconds for anybody who missed the Sunday show. But really and truly, if you missed the Sunday show, you can go and check it out at a later point for yourselves. No doubt. Waiting for the guitar. There it is. Okay. What else we're looking at? We're looking at, you know, have a little overview of the Stephen Fullerton fight versus, what's that cat's name? Angelo Leo. Looks a little oriental around the eye section. Okay, what else we doing? Oh yeah, number of other topics. There has been movement with the Trevor Bryan versus Mahmoud Shah. Bob Arum speaks on the Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, latest developments. And a couple other little knickknacks. Yes. Where are we? Okay. We got Cal L up in the building. Quick roll call before we get stuck into the thing. We got Cal L up in the building. Salute to the Combat Nation. We got the Phil Roberts up in the building. Yes. Manny Pacquiao versus Garcia. Surely not. Well, yeah, we're going to get into it. I said surely not, or words a bit stronger. Words a little bit stronger than that. But okay. So we're in here now, and let me line up the warming video. We got a quick warming video. I think the warming video will be dual purpose. Serve two purposes. Okay. And where are we? Let's get this underway. Okay. let's do this. Let's cut the music and get into let's cut the music rather abruptly, or do we slide it down? I think we slide it down like so. Yeah, came to a natural end anyway. Okay, so allow me to share my screen with you. And we'll get 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. How long does it last? I think a 4-minute warm-in video will do just nicely. And has allowed the area to populate. Okay. I think you're seeing what I'm seeing, hopefully. Yes, yes, yes. So let's get crack-a-lacking. Let's go.
Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio, bringing you the shocking news. Conor McGregor gets knocked out in UFC. Where is it? 257. My bad. Okay. So, Conor McGregor was up against Dustin Poirier. It's a French name. American guy. Okay. And interestingly enough, I wasn't particularly interested in this fight. Conor McGregor fought Poirier before. We'll look at the stats later, or maybe we do that in the live show coming up around midday. Half an hour or so. Okay, and like I said, I wasn't particularly enthused by this fight. It had already been done. When I thought about it, I thought, you know what? You know what's going to happen? Dustin Poirier is going to knock Conor McGregor down and finish him by rear naked choke. That was my prediction prior to the fight. Well, I never said anything to anybody, but that was what I had anticipated last night. Okay.
Take a look at some of the.
So, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor was coming out boxing style in the first round. Dustin Poirier with the low kicks. It's a new thing in MMA where you kick below the knee. You kick the opponent below the knee. And ravage the calf muscle. And Dustin Poirier had employed that technique very effectively. And yeah, it was looking good. Conor McGregor was doing the boxing thing. Looks like he was thinking about Pacquiao, the rumored fight between Pacquiao and he. And that was his focus. Came in boxing style. But this is MMA. And then in the second round, Conor McGregor switched it up a little bit. And yeah, started to employ more kicks. And then early in the second round, I wrote down, where's my notes? It's right here. Conor McGregor a fraction of a second slower than one might anticipate. And might expect. Conor punching and missing multiple times. Just before this moment, early in the second round, Conor McGregor did about 3 combos, 3 different combinations, and missed with pretty much every punch in each of those 3 separate combinations. And here we see the finishing element. Boom, boom, boom. Conor McGregor back against the cage, looking all out of ideas. This was just after he'd missed with about 3 different combos, 3 separate combos, missed every single punch. And Conor McGregor was all out of ideas and all out of luck. Well, this is not a game of luck. Was this did he catch Dustin Poirier there? Game. And all out of luck, all out of ideas. Was it luck or was it the silk sheets? Look at that expression. The look of concern on Conor McGregor's mush. And takes one to the mush. Now they change angles. Dang. Boom. OMG. Lands flush. Boom. eating shot after shot after shot. But it's the accumulation. It was the accumulation of shots. Oh dear. OMG. To the silk sheets that did Conor McGregor in. Conor McGregor gets stopped by Dustin Poirier in the second round. I'm going to leave it there. There you have it. Conor McGregor gets KO'd. Is this the end? Did the silk sheets do him in? What say you? It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. Where does Conor McGregor go from here? Is the Pacquiao fight out of the question now? Now that he's just been KO'd early in the second round by Dustin Poirier. Ooh, have your say. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. It's the Conor McGregor, Down and Out. I was going to say in Beverly Hills, but that was a film. And I'm out. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Boom. 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 What's going on here? Is that the right music? Okay. Okay, I switch it up again. I change my mind. It's a man's prerogative. Okay. Let's stop sharing that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so poor Conor. Poor Conor McGregor. What's going on? What's going on? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get this. Let's get this thing. Let's get this thing where I need it. Where I need it to be. So we can share the screen as we discuss this thing. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me have a look so we can just wrap this topic up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so let's see who else has joined us in the place to be. Dare I say it? Okay, who's coming? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, in comes the man like the James Jameson. And where we at? Where we at? And in comes a man like the Ross Clark 222 Excalibur. And the Mr. Jones. Jake Paul said some nasty things about McGregor and his wife. Really? Jake Paul. Oh, yeah. I think I saw one of his Instagram posts. Too many late nights with the whiskey, with the proper 12. Well, I tell you what, he got a proper 12 the other night, didn't he? He got a proper 12 the other night. Okay. And in comes the man like the Bronze Plumber. Okay. So what's going on here? I like Conor McGregor. He's more exciting to watch than Floyd Mayweather. Well, I tell you what, mate, he wasn't more exciting to watch than Floyd Mayweather the other night. It looks like Conor McGregor's focusing almost entirely, solely on his boxing, and seems like he forgot that this was MMA, and he came out just boxing. Whereas Dustin Poirier came out with a full array of skills. Came out with punches, kicks, Even got a takedown. He even went for the takedown and got the takedown in the first round, pretty early in the first round. So Conor McGregor looks like he was focusing on Manny Pacquiao and focusing almost entirely on the boxing, almost forgetting that this is MMA, mixed martial arts. So you got to mix it up. You got to mix up the martial arts. But if you got to mix up the martial arts, came out just doing the boxing, and that quite simply wasn't enough. He got chopped down with the low kicks to the calf. That's a new thing in MMA, relatively new thing in MMA. Used to be the thigh kicks and the floating kicks to the floating rib and the head kicks. But now, a relatively new thing over the last couple of years is the kick below the knee, eating up the calf muscle. Not necessarily the calf from the back, but the calf from the side. And that can debilitate you rather quickly, especially if you're not checking them. If you don't check those kicks with the shins, then your calves are going to get eaten up. And that's what happened with Conor McGregor. His calves got ate up, and he ended up getting, getting disabled. Couldn't move around, and he was slower. If he gets much slower, the old fella from the bar might. I remember I wrote it down. Conor seems like a fraction of a second slower, but really on reflection, it's probably the whole second. It's the whole second slower. Just you can't. You're in those silk sheets. You're in those silk sheets, and what do they say? What did Marvin Hagler say? It's hard to get up and run when you're sleeping in silk sheets. And sleeping in silk sheets, and various different police charges leveled against you, including impropriety with some of those ladies over there in Ireland, and punching old men in the face in pubs when they decline your invitation to have a drink. You say no, you're old man. You might get a punch from Conor McGregor if you're anywhere around the Crumlin area of Ireland. So I thought it would have a factor, and I anticipated that Conor would get knocked out, although I can't really claim it because I didn't verbalize it. It's just something that I thought on the night prior to the fight, but I didn't verbalize it. Should have verbalized it. Should have done a little pre-fight video. Oh well. Jake Paul is a YouTube clown. I tell you what, I would watch Conor McGregor versus Jake Paul. I would watch that. What are you saying here? I can't disrespect Conor. He come a long way from living on the dole to multi-million deals. It just shows how much hunger is a factor in the fight. Well, I tell you what, if he can disrespect old men in pubs, then he's open to a right to reply. Victory has defeated you. Bane. Who's Bane? I don't know. Heard about him, some TV program. Well, there you go. Conor needs to retire, though. He's done. Stick a fork in him. The silk sheets got to him. The money he got from the Floyd Mayweather fight got to him. That's one of the worst things that ever happened to him. That 30-odd million. I know they say it's 100, but remember, people often forget that the UFC took half of that shiznix. And then another 25% of that went to the tax man, at least. So Conor would have walked away with around 33 million. But that money pretty much ruined his fight career. He ain't been the same since. Conor should fight one more fight. Hold on. Conor should fight one more fight. Hold on. Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Where's me tin? Yes. Aaron Dealey comes through with a donation. He had a nice little bit of a win the other day. Shout out to all of the Combat Nation. Much appreciated, Aaron. Much appreciated. Every penny counts. That's a very large cappuccino right there. Much appreciated. Going into the kitty. What else we got here? Conor should fight one more. Hold on. Uno momento, mommy, slow your tempo. Let's get this in there. Okay, where's the music again? Boom. Conor should fight one more boxing match for his retirement fund. Buy himself an island and live like a king and get fat. Why not? Why not? But I got some bad news for Conor McGregor fans because I would put money on Jake Paul. Is that the guy's name? I said it before, so don't get it twisted. I'm not just saying it now. I said before, and I'll say it again. I'll say it now. I would put money on that Jake Paul fella to beat Conor McGregor in a boxing match. OMG. People are going to say, what, Rafi? You what? Yeah, I said it. I'll stand by it. I said it and I'll stand by it. I would put money on Jake Paul beating Conor McGregor in a boxing match. And this was before this fight. So let's have it. Let's have it. You have to be dedicated. You have to be dedicated. And I'm afraid that Conor McGregor has failed the test. Getting to the top is one thing. Staying there is another. Staying at the top is the mark of a champion. And Conor McGregor let the money go to his head. And his head got big and fat. Big, fat head. He got fat off couldn't stay. Listen, I'm not saying that it don't happen. I'm not saying he's the first fighter that it's happened to. He ain't the first, and he surely will not be the last. But that's a mark of a champion. Coming from nothing, getting to the top, and staying there for a significant period of time. What are we saying here? Buy himself an island and live like a king. Buy himself an island. Do you really want to go and isolate yourself by buying yourself an island? I remember a WWE guy, never really watched it, but I remember a WWE guy. Was it Rusty? Dusty Rhodes? Some cat who I don't know. Saying they bought a house on the hill, big hill. So they lived in town, or whatever kind of town, some kind of country town, and he bought himself a house, him and the family, a house on a big hill. So nobody could approach their gate because they could see people coming from coming up the hill. And no doubt he had some big dogs and whatever. So the place was uninviting. And he stood by his big window in his big house on the top of a big hill, and he said, maybe we should go down there sometime. Isolation is not a good thing. You don't want to be isolated. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for the mind. Conor needs to retire though. He's done ski. Khabib lives rent-free in Conor McGregor's head. Dame. I fear, James Jameson, that you may indeed be correct. Boom. At the end of the day, McGregor didn't have a leg to stand on. OMG. That whiskey did it proper did him in. The proper 12 proper did him in. Yeah. No man is an island. No man is an island. The old man took it like a boss. He said, is that all you got, lad? Is that all you got, lad? When I was your age, I could punch holes through walls, lad. And that's all you can do. You didn't even knock me false teeth loose. What kind of a puncher are you? You didn't even knock me false teeth loose. Get out of here, lad. You little whippersnapper. What's going on? By the way, one of McGregor's pub fights cost him $250,000. OMG. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. I didn't know he paid some hush-hush money or whatever. She's biz up in the building. Prince Nassim Hamed, he took one loss and he just crumbled. He crumbled and started living. Prince Nassim Hamed crumbled and started living next door to the pie shop. Next door to the pie shop. I take that bet, Rafi, a madman. You take that bet. Hey, it's on. It's on. What we calling it? 10 or 20? Let's go 10. Let's be nice. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. I put money on Jake Paul to beat Conor McGregor in the boxing match if Conor takes it. It don't look like he's getting the Pacquiao fight now. Looks like somebody else is getting that. We're going to talk about that in a second. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Jake Paul is a cruiserweight. McGregor will need to put a bit of common sense now. Bit of common sense has crept into this little. Maybe I shouldn't have showed you that. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled that up. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled that up. Maybe Jameson will have a change of heart. People thought I was crazy. Not for the first time. But you see, a little bit of, when the facts come in, people have to scratch their chin. When the facts come in, people have to scratch their chin. Yeah, you heard, mate. You heard. Hey, you can get on it too. Yeah, tenner. Yeah, super chat bet. You can get on it too, Kal-El. You can get on it too. Yeah, come on down. Dusty Rhodes, it can't be him then. This guy was quite rough and rugged. Can't be Dusty Rhodes. I don't know them cats. Never really watched it. We didn't have Sky when I was a kid. Just regular terrestrial. What is it? What we got? Hard Times, Dusty Rhodes. I don't know who it was, but he wasn't no camp dude. He was a kind of rugged dude. What's going on? Oh, peril. Smithers released the hounds. Well, you know, I saw this boy Conor McGregor come in the pub and he asked me if I wanted a proper 12. I said, get lost. I'll settle with me proper 6. So he bought me a drink. He said, here. I said, I don't want your drink. Next thing I know, I looked away. A little punk caught me from the side. And I said, is that all you got? Is that all you got, punk? When I were a lad, I was punching holes through walls. Yeah, and you didn't even shake me false tooth loose. You're worthless, good for nothing little scran. Get out of here. A nice island with a house like you, Hefner, no need to be lonely. Hey, I don't buy that for one tiny second. No man is an island. I don't buy that for one tiny second. Surrounded by, hey, them girls are going to get on your tits in the end. All them girls are going to get on your tits on the end, trust me. You need human interaction. You need to be going somewhere where you can ride your bike in the sun, get the sun on your back. You need somewhere where you can go and get a nice workout, get a nice sauna. What do they call the feet? Yeah, get your feet done, get your toenails trimmed, sawn off. Get the file and chisel on the hard skin on your feet. Come on. You need interaction. You want to go, you got all that money, you want to go to a nice sushi bar for lunch. You know, you want to see different people. That's just me, maybe. The scene went from slim to a perfect sphere in one damn year. Yeah, didn't he kill somebody in a car crash and run off? Didn't Nassim Hamed kill somebody driving high speeds in one of his sports cars? Drove into them, wrote off their car and killed them, and then did a runner. And is my recollection relatively accurate? What's going on? I'm still taking the 50-year-old professional athlete over the YouTube goon. No, bets still live. Oh, yeah, come on then. Come on then. Let's have it. Let's have it. Let Kal-El can have some too. A tenner super chat bet. Let's go. 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 What's that? Okay, I just had a like from another channel, non-boxing related channel. No, it wasn't Andre the Giant. It was some white cat. It was some white cat with some kind of Justin Bieber hair, but he was in his 40s. With bags under his eyes, with Justin Bieber hair. And he had a kind of square looking face. You know them faces with the jaguar kind of muscle on the jaw, just below the ear. Yeah, one of them faces with the jaguar muscle. You know, like Ice-T's wife. You know, she's got that jaguar jaw. You know, with the jaguar muscle just under the ear. You know the one I'm talking about? Yeah, jaguar. Oh dear. Rafi paints his toenails. Absolutely not. Absolutely more. Absolutely not. Where's Kal-El say? Where's Kal-El? Where is he? Kal-El's done a runner. Kal-El, oh no, he's still there. He's still here. Andre was French, pretty white. I think he was Algerian or something though. A lot of Arabs go to France, so he wasn't originally French. I think he was from some kind of Algeria type place. Very dark fellow. Wasn't white at all. I don't know who the hell it was. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I don't know who the hell it was. But anyway, I don't know if he's still up the hill, but he certainly looked like he wanted to come down the hill. Okay. I think we've talked enough about the Conor McGregor and his descent, his slide from grace, that money, that Floyd Mayweather money, and that Floyd Mayweather money turned him, made him lose his hunger. That's the test. That's the test of a real champion. Can you get really, really rich and still have the hunger? Hey, only a few people can pull. Only a few people can want to bet. Damn, James Jameson's killing me with these bets. Okay, I'll take the bet. How much is it? What, a £10 bet? Let's go for a £10 bet. I'll take your bet. Damn, he's killing me with these bets. Okay, £10 bet. Andre the Giant was not. You're saying he's 100% French? That means his mother and father are French, 100% French, and he was 100% French. Okay, I'll take that bet. Let's do this. Let's do this now. How much you saying? What is it, a $5 or a $10? It's up to you. 10. Okay. Now let's pull this up live. Damn, James Jameson's trying to bankrupt me. Okay. Let's do this live. I've got too many windows open. Let's kill one of them. And then I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna type it in. I'm gonna do no sleight of hand. No sleight of hand. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this live. But I've got to cut down. But I've got to drop out one of these windows. Which one can I get rid of? I don't want the shizniks to crash on me again. Let me go through this. Let me see which window I can get rid of. I think I can get rid of that one. Okay, that one can go. Damn, I shouldn't have got rid of that one. Okay, I think. What else can go? Yeah, this one can go. Okay. Can I get rid of anything else? No? Okay, so what's my screen look like? Okay, let's make that smaller. We're talking about McGregor, and now we're looking at Andre the Giant. So let me share my screen. Stop sharing that. And boom. Let's get a new screen. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so let's do this live. What was the nationality of Andre the Giant's parents. What was the nationality of Andre the Giant's parents? Uh-oh. Excellente. Excellente. Dame. 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 Andrei Rene Rousimov was born in Kolomiers of Slavic heritage, the third of 5 children to Boris and Marianne Rousimov. Does that sound French to you? Nope. His parents were immigrants to France. His father Bulgarian and his mother Polish. OMG. Oh dear, you can't get me on the nationalities, my friend. I can spot, oh, let me get this bigger. I can spot these things. And his father, Bulgarian. OMG. OMG. Say no more, James. You know. You know the sketch, James. His mother was Polish, and a few seconds later the penny drops and James realized, and at least his dad would be French. Surely. No, he's a Bulgarian. Well, I said that you can drop it down to a 5 if you want, but I said that for him to be truly French, his parents would have to be French. We can compromise. You can go down to a 5. I don't mind. But I knew the dude was not French through and through. I just knew it. I think I may have read it somewhere. Hey, drop it down to a 5. Drop it down to a 5. Drop it down to a 5. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love this. I love these little bets. OMG. His mother was Polish. Father was Bulgarian. You can just imagine James going, dope. Love it. We're loving it. Okay, Rousimov. That sounds kind of Russian. I knew that guy was no Frenchman. That's no Frenchman. I knew it instinctively. Okay, T White up in the building. If Pacquiao Garcia gets made, then it only proves how much of a sideshow Pacquiao has become, and he should not be taken seriously. OMG. Well, where are we now? 38 minutes in. Good man, James. Oh, where's the thing? Yes, James. James making the chat litty. Who made the chat litty first? Where is it? Aaron Daly. People coming up in here making the chat litty. Beautiful. You learn something new every day. Well, to be fair, I've never been into the WWE wrestling, but people like Andre the Giant, they do kind of transcend their sport. You know, somebody that big, you take notice of them. Somebody that big as Giant Haystack, you take notice of them. And I've watched a couple of videos. Oh, he actually defecated on somebody's chest, a wrestler's chest. I watched that video. Not the video of him doing it, but somebody with a gut like that. You can imagine there are going to be times where their sphincter let them down. And I just saw a video of Andre the Giant defecated on my chest, but it didn't say defecated. I think everybody knows in here what defecation means. It means when one's bowels open. And you can imagine a man like Andre the Giant. Giant haystacks will be oh my gosh. Uh-oh. The chat getting nice and litty. And so I watched that video, and sure enough, Andre the Giant partially lost control of his bowels whilst he was during a wrestling match while he was sitting on a man's chest. OMG. Oh my gosh. It wasn't Jake the Snake. If he did it to Jake the Snake as well, then that makes it more than once. Was Rafi a member of the Andre the Giant? Absolutely not. Never seen him. Well, I have seen a clip of him. I'm sure I've seen a clip of him, but we didn't have Sky. I don't know how I would have seen it, maybe on video somehow, but I've never watched a WWE match. I've seen clips of them. Little few seconds here, few seconds there, but no, never got into the WWE. Never did. But I do know, certain members of their top tier, their stardom group. Everybody knows what's the blonde guy with the mustache, handlebar mustache. Hulk Hogan. But then he had a TV program. Everybody knows Hulk Hogan. So I knew Hulk Hogan. Obviously everybody knows The Rock. But I think that's more watching clips. When they do a TV interview or something, you'll see clips of their stuff. I've just seen clips. Never really got into the WWE. Never, ever, ever. Okay, so I've had a little bit of fun. But so that's, hold on. That doesn't explain how I knew that he wasn't Frenchman through and through. I don't know, but I heard it somewhere in an interview, or somebody was talking about him, or maybe I read an article. Rafi keeps his ear to the ground. Rafi knows little bits and pieces. Hulk Hogan, The Princess Bride. What the hell is that? What is The Princess Bride? Is that a film? No, don't know that one. I know Bridget Jones. Yeah, I know Bridget Jones. I do know Bridget Jones. Hulk Hogan fought Andre. I would imagine they fought many a time. Didn't they? There's a circuit. So they must have fought multiples of times. No, yeah. I read articles on, Benoit. There was a guy called Benoit who topped himself about 15 years ago, maybe 14 years ago. I was a member of I still am a member, but I don't go there, of a mixed martial arts group, mixed martial arts forum. And they spoke extensively about the Benoit situation and the depression and the juice and the depression that the juice can induce. And so, yeah, I mean, that wasn't mixed martial arts. But yeah, Rafi picks up lots of information, lots of different ways. Believe you me. Okay, so that is Andre Rennie Rosimov, born in Colomiers of Slavic heritage. The third of 5 children, Boris and Marianne Rosimov Stoev. His parents were immigrants to France. His father, a Bulgarian, and his mother, Polish. OMG. Yeah, I was Rowdy. Hey, it could have been him. It could have been him living at the top of the hill. It could have been Rowdy. I think it was. Hold on a second. Let me do a check. What's his name? Rowdy. What did you write down? Rowdy Rod Piper. I think it was him. Hold on. Rowdy. It was. Look at his jaw. Piper. That was him. Look at his jaw. Look at the jaguar jaw. Hold on. Remember I told you about the jaguar jaw? There he is. It was Rowdy Piper. The Jaguar jaw. That's exactly who it was. Why don't this open up? Why don't this open up? Show this picture. It was Rowdy Rod Piper. How do I open the image in a new tab? Rowdy Rod Piper with the Jaguar jaw. You see what I mean now? What do you mean? He's dead? Is he dead? Stop sharing that screen and start sharing this screen. Wow, I didn't know. You see what I mean about the Jaguar jaw? That's what I was talking about. The Jaguar jaw around this area. Yeah, it was Rowdy Rod Piper who lived up the hill. Yeah, that was the guy I was talking about. Saw something on TV. Was talking about living up the hill. Passed away a few years ago. OMG. I did not know, but this is exactly the guy who I was talking about in this documentary or the clip I saw on TV, and then you mentioned him. OMG. Shocking. So we got to the bottom of that mystery. And in comes the man like the Iron Kong. The Iron Kong. How do you do?
Yeah, good brother Rafi. You know, just reach home just now. You know,
yeah.
was what I'm listening to you on my drive home. Yeah. What's up, Chief?
We've been talking about a lot of things.
Yeah, man. Yeah, very, very eclectic show. Right? For real.
Yeah, I mean, we've been having some fun. I've been taking James Jameson's money.
Yeah.
He said he believed Andre the Giant to be a Frenchman. I said certainly not. He may have been born there, but he ain't of French. He ain't of French heritage. And,
okay. He wasn't?
No. Because listen, the Rafi picks up information. It just comes into my head and it stays there. I've never been a WWE fan. I've never watched a WWE program, but I've watched little clips of things. And one clip that I saw was that I clicked on one clip where it said Andre the Giant shot on my chest. And apparently Andre the Giant was in a wrestling match and he lost control of his bowels and shot on another wrestler's chest while he was in sitting on his chest.
Yeah, I heard of this.
And a man of that size and such a poor diet, that must have been particularly horrific because he don't look like he was the type of man who ever ate anything good.
Yeah, he from all reports, from all the wrestlers I heard, Andre was a man who just drank. He drank a hell of a lot and ate a hell of a whatever. But apparently, from what Wikipedia said, his people were Slavic people, the Bulgarian and Polish people.
That's right. That's what we find out. And so, James, I made it clear. I said, James, I said, he ain't no Frenchman. His parents weren't French people. I don't know how I knew. But, you know, when you have eclectic taste like me, you just pick up little bits of information here and there. And somehow, somewhere, I read or watched a piece that said, probably read, because I seem to remember reading it, that he was a French immigrant. His parents were immigrants to France. And father Bulgarian. I didn't know that. I thought he was more Arabic. I thought his father would be Algerian or something like that, because he looked Arabic to me. He looked like he come from one of those Arab lands. I thought it would be Algerian. Yeah, man, no problem at all. No problem at all. Andre allegedly drunk 180 tins of beer. Oh my gosh, that's disgraceful. Ew. Just imagine what that's doing to your health system, your liver, your kidneys. Oh, Obviously, clearly, the guy wasn't a clean eater. And so if someone did have to take a dump on you, he would be amongst the last people in the world that you would want to, do that, have done that to you by him. Oh, my gosh. It looks like he never ate anything decent in his whole entire adult life. Okay. So that's the wrestling segment done. Yeah, that's gross. That is gross. Okay, so let's come out of that. Let's stop sharing that and let's go over to one of the articles which I have selected. Well, first things first, let's close down that window. And let me find what I want to talk about. Okay. No, it ain't that. Where is it? Nope. Damn. Where the hell's it gone? Where the hell has it gone? Have I closed down the damn window accidentally? Oh, no. Where is it? It was on Instagram. Oh, there it is. Or Twitter. Okay, there it is. Okay, let me share that with you. Boom. So you should be seeing. Damn, that don't look right. Can we make this somehow? Well, it's over in. Was it not Instagram? So how am I on Twitter if it was on Instagram? All right, let me find this thing on Instagram. It'll be more. Oh, hold on. I know what I can do. I can click on this. If I click on that, won't it take me to Instagram? No. Okay, let me go over to Instagram and pull it up from there. Ryan Garcia, Instagram. There it is. Boom. Ryan Garcia, King Gry. Okay. Let's stop sharing that and start sharing this. Boom.
I'm back, Rafi.
Okay, good man. Good timing as well, because we're going into this news story, moving away from the wrestling and getting into. In fact, I'm going to have to resize my screen just a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think that's clear now. I think everybody can see that. Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. Okay, Ryan Garcia writes. Oh, can't do that. Can I not do that? Yeah, I can. There we go. Oh, can't do it like that. I mean, if I stop there, then I should be good. Okay. So, what does it say? It says that Ryan Garcia writes, "A dream turned into reality. It's an honor to share the ring with Manny Pacquiao. I will always respect what you did in and out of the ring. Here's to the best man winning." So, seems like Ryan Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao next. Did you see this coming, Iron Kong? I certainly did not.
Sorry, Rafi. My bad. Well, he was saying he had a bigger fight planned, right?
Yeah.
The tank fight.
Yeah.
But then when he announced this fight, shortly after, I saw someone say this fight might end up being an exhibition. And I'm like, if this is an actual fight, then of course it's a bigger fight than the tank fight. Right? He wasn't lying. It's a bigger fight, definitely. Him and any fight with Manny Pacquiao is a big fight. And Ryan has his lot of Instagram followers. You know, they'll watch. But from what I'm hearing, this is going to be an exhibition. And it's just, why waste my time then? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this ain't no real fight, why are you wasting my time? You know, you made this big hullabaloo that you're going to fight Tank. You're not going to fight Devin. You're going to fight Tank. And I said, Rafi, you've heard me say, that fight's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You've heard me say so. Anybody who knows boxing knows that fight will not happen for any myriad of reasons. And I asked the question on my show, if he doesn't fight Tank and then doesn't fight Devin Haney, is it a duck? And some people were waffling like, oh, if he fights this, it's not a duck and whatever. Yeah. But the truth is, if you're not going to fight Manny Pacquiao in an actual fight, then go right ahead. I don't get it, but go right ahead.
This is crazy. This is crazy. If this fight turns out to be an exhibition, that makes no sense. How does that make any sense whatsoever?
Well, so I'm hearing from people like Steve Kim and these people. If an exhibition is it's a huge waste of time, and it just means that you really were ducking Devin Haney because we knew you wasn't going to fight Tank. Yeah. Everybody who knows boxing knows that fight has too much obstacles in front of it. It was not going to happen. You understand? You have Devin Haney in front of you who you're mandatory for. You're on the same network. All of this, everything is smooth sailing. And for some reason, you don't want to fight him. Now I'm hearing you're going to fight Manny Pacquiao. No problem. If you're going to actually fight Manny Pacquiao, go right ahead. My issue is that is Oscar trying to do like Canelo when he put Canelo in there with Floyd Mayweather when Canelo was not ready. But they ended up working out for Canelo because that fight ended up putting Canelo more on the world stage.
Yeah.
But that was an actual fight and it helped Canelo. Now, if Ryan Garcia fights Manny Pacquiao in an actual fight and gets absolutely cleaned out by Manny Pacquiao, right? How does that help Ryan Garcia's career? Now, if he acquits himself well in the fight, it might help him. But if he goes in there and gets completely whitewashed, KO'd, and we know Manny Pacquiao KOs people. You know what I'm saying? But if it's an actual fight, how does this help Ryan? If it's an actual fight, it's a huge gamble that could go wrong. Yeah. So I wish him the best. But if it's an exhibition like I've been hearing, then give me a bloody break, brother.
100%. I've just been over to Twitter. Let me pull that up. Let me enlarge it so people can see. This is quite bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre. Okay, so let me read this in case there's some people who can't see. Okay, so it reads, if Manny, this is Michael Benson, he's a reputable guy. If Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia does get finalized, the plan is reportedly for it to be an exhibition bout. What? The flying? Then why don't they just call it, who says this, Doug? Does Doug follow me? I think Doug follows me now. I think Doug's a subscriber if it's the same Doug. Then why don't they just call it, why don't they just call it a sparring? Call it sparring. I know money. But if fighters are so worried about the win or the loss that they call it an exhibition, just call it what it is, sparring session. Kid ducked Haney to fight an exhibition. Just go away. Boom. And ducked Davis. What the hell is going on? This is bizarre. Pointless money-making what the? I can't believe this. I can't believe that a world champion in Manny Pacquiao is going to fight another guy who could fight for the world championship, but opts not to fight for the world championship, to fight a world champion in an exhibition match. I don't think I've ever heard something so ridiculous in the history of boxing. Has this ever happened? A world champion fights another guy who is refusing to fight for a world championship fight. This is beyond belief. Didn't he, best? An undefeated title holder in his last fight? In the same year, he had 2 fights at almost 4. Well, I'm talking about Pacquiao. I'm talking about Garcia. Floyd fights Conor. Many trash him for it, including Manny, and dub the bout a circus. Hilariously, skip a few weeks, and most people who trashed him, like Pac-Man and Oscar, etc., trying to secure a bout with McGregor. Manny does exhibitions, again gets trashed and copied. Mayweather does exhibitions, again gets trashed and copied. This is crazy, yo. 2 real fighters in an exhibition. What the is the point? This is some of the most bizarre shiznicks I have ever come across. I can't remember a situation like this. Lol, what a joke. Pacquiao needs to go ahead and give up that 147-pound belt if he's not going to fight anybody in the division. 100%. Someone with Pacquiao's prestige should respect the sport more. It's becoming I am stunned. I'm stunned. Yeah, Ali did fight a Japanese guy, but he didn't overlook people who were ready and willing to fight him to do so. This is one of the most bizarre pieces of shizniks I have ever encountered. This is crazy. Garcia reverted back to an Instagram. Well, what's worse? An email belt or an Instagram boxer? This is exhibition belt. This is crazy, yo. I have to put my 2 pennies worth in. Is this real life? Is this real life? Utter madness. Utter madness. Hold on a second. And the Rafi likes to drop a little advert in here and there. So hold on. We finished with Conor now. So let's just drop that down and let's go to this channel. Let's hit this video. Let's hit this video and let's share the link to this show in that link. Let's copy this. Where's the comment section in this shizniks? Oh, there's no comment section yet. Okay. Let's write it over in here. And let's drop the link. Where's the link? Copy that. We're doing this in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's copy that and drop it in there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. View the tweet. That's right there. Is this real life? Utter madness. Manny Pacquiao versus Ryan Garcia. What the? Okay, there you go. So people can watch that at their leisure. And yes, as per usual, I like my own shizniks. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we got the breaking news that this crapola might just be an exhibition. Pure and utter madness. Okay, let's get into the comment section with this shizniks. I'll probably back Pacquiao on points, yeah, but in an exhibition. Pat-Man gonna dust King Wright in a pro match. It's an exhibition. It's an exhibition. So it's a sparring match. Kids' credibility just hit the floor. It is absolutely ludicrous. This is the problem. And with boxing, chatting shizzle, but never fight. This is utterly ridiculous. No wonder the UFC is getting fans. At least they have real fights over there. This is, I'm gonna have to do a video on this one. I have to do a standalone video. This is madness. Utterly bizarro. Bizarro world. Where are we? Utterly bizarre. Madness, I tell you. Okay, so what can I say about that? I can say it's well, I just said it. It's beyond belief. Utterly ridiculous. Look, listen, it comes to the stage now where we're gonna have to talk the truth. Manny Pacquiao might as well give up the belt. What the hell is he doing? What the hell is he doing with that belt? He's talking about he's gonna have an exhibition match. For what? Why don't you just have a bloody proper fight about an exhibition match? Let me just pull up the damn resume. Pretty sure I ain't spelled that right. But the good thing with... Where are we? The good thing with BoxRec these days, even if you spell it wrong, they give you suggested they give you suggested fighters close to the spelling. Okay, so let's stop sharing that and start sharing this. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if you can see what I can see. Okay. Where is this? Where is this? This is over here. It's over there. Let's bring it a bit closer to the target. And I don't know how well you can see this. Let's have a look. Not very well at all. Let's make it bigger. Okay. What's the visibility like now? No. Still go a bit bigger. Okay. Let's supersize this shiznix. Okay. That should be visible. Should be visible. Okay. Right. So where are we? Where are we? Okay, so he fought Keith Thurman. 2019. What's that? The 7th? Yeah, July 2019. Before that, he fought in January 2019. Okay, the COVID's put the kibosh on things. What is that? 2018, sorry, before that. Okay, fair enough. Lucas Matisse, Jeff Horn. Okay. So he's been fighting fighters. Fair enough. 2019, so he hasn't fought in, didn't fight in 2020. When's this fight going to be scheduled to be? With January now, into January, February, or is that March, April? So it's going to be like what? Almost 2 years. April, May, June, July. So it's going to be almost 2 years when he fights next. And his next fight is going to be allegedly an exhibition match. After 2 years, not nearly 2 years absence from the ring, what, 3 months shy of 2 years? What's that, 1 month and 9 months? After a year and 9 months of inactivity in the boxing ring, he's going to fight an exhibition. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Manny Pacquiao is a legend of the sport, but no. That's ridiculous. Sorry, Manny, but that's ridiculous. Fight somebody real or give up the belt. Bloody ridiculous. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? Florida Benjamin. Florida Benjamin. Oh, was that play school or something? Oh my gosh. Exhibitions are taking over. Not when you're a bloody champion. I mean, Floyd's doing exhibitions. Those exhibitions aren't registering on his box rec, on his title, are they? But that's not the point. The point is that as a reigning champion, you're gonna fight this guy. Floyd came back and fought McGregor when he was retired. If Manny Pacquiao wants to go ahead and retire and then come back and fight, but even then, why would you be fighting a Ryan Garcia who should be fighting one of the champions in a non-exhibition match, a real match? This is bloody inexcusable. It's crazy. The fight doctor says Mayweather, Pacquiao, and Mike Tyson are turning the sport into a sideshow. Well, Mayweather's retired. Mike Tyson's retired. So I don't really share that view. Mayweather is a retired fighter, can do what the hell he wants. Mike Tyson is a retired fighter, can do what the hell he wants. But I take issue with a reigning champion getting in on this exhibition shizzle. To me, that is utterly ludicrous. Mike Tyson fighting an exhibition is not ludicrous. It's a bit strange, but not ludicrous. Mayweather fighting an exhibition, it's a bit strange, but not ludicrous because they are retired. But for a reigning champion, a allegedly active fighter, to be fighting an exhibition, that is utterly, and it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. Wasn't it Logan Paul and Eddie Hearn that started this nonsense, exhibitions? Nah, Mayweather did it. Mayweather did it beforehand. Logan Paul and Eddie Hearn, they're new to the game. That Mayweather is the guy of recent times who's gotten in on it. Exhibitions have been a part of the sport. Yes, they have been, but not with a bloody reigning champion. That's bloody ridiculous. And boom, boom, boom. Big John Fury takes time out of his day, comes out of his yard up there in Cheshire to salute the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Good to have you, John. Speak to your boy and get him to come on the show, the big dusser. What next? Coogan versus Radio Raheem. Well, Nestor Gibbs wanted to get it on with Coogan, did he? Coogie Bear. He wanted to get on with Coogie Bear, but when little what's his name? What's that short guy? Little Porter. When Little Porter kind of stuck it on him, he was running around the ring like a giraffe. Nestor only wanted to get it on with Coogie Bear because you could see that he had the bent legs. He seen Coogie Bear's bent legs and thought, yeah, I could have him. With the bent legs. But he ran away from. He was like he was running track. It was like he was running track when little Porter fella, gave him a few shots to the ribs, tickled his ribs, and he was running laps. He was running laps like Linford Christie on the ginseng. Dillian will be on his 6th pay-per-view show, and he's not won anything past the British title. Nothing a disgrace after that. Nothing's a disgrace after that. What the bloody hell are you talking about? Dillian White? Dillian White's got a better resume than most of the top 10 guys. What are you on about? It's got a better resume than half of the top 10 guys, if not most. Let's bring that up. Actually, it's quite right. What are we looking at? Are we sharing this? Yeah, we are. Damn. How did that happen? Okay, Dillian the Body Swatcher White, 27 wins, 18 KOs, 2 losses. What's the matter with that? The only people he's lost to is Anthony Joshua, reigning unified champion, and Alexander Povetkin, ex-WBA regular champion, and what else? Olympic gold medalist. He's lost to 2 Olympic gold medalists and 2 world champions. What the hell is wrong with that? Lost to Alexander Povetkin. Oh, that's the rematch. Lost to Alexander Povetkin after he was bossing him around the ring. He was bossing him. Okay, Marius Wack is a journeyman, fair enough, but he's a good journeyman. He ain't easy to get out of there. Oscar Rivas, he beat Oscar Rivas, another Olympian. Remember, Oscar Rivas kicked Andy Ruiz Jr. out of the Olympic trials. Remember that. What else? Derek Chisora twice. Derek Chisora who had what? Alexander Usyk looking scared as a lamb, hanging on to him and looking at the referee for help. Oh my gosh. He beat Joseph Parker. You're aware of Joseph Parker. You know who Joseph Parker is. How did he get Lucas Brown out of there? Was it the body shot? Was it a body shot, or was it the other fella who got him out with the body shot?
It was Dave Allen hit him with a body shot.
Oh, Dave Allen must have touched his spleen with that body shot.
Yeah,
looked like he touched his soul with that body shot.
Yeah, Dave Allen's crowning achievement.
Yes, Dave Allen. Damn. Robert Hellenius, you know the Robert Hellenius who just beat Kawanaki over there in New York? The New York Polish guy, Robert Hellenius, who beat Kawanaki. Well, yeah, Dillian White beat him. Malcolm Tan, there's not much I can say about that other than he went over to America. They say people don't travel, so I went over to America and beat Malcolm Tan in 3 rounds. Beat Derek Chisora again the first time. Beat David Allen. You know David Allen who touched Lucas Brown's spleen? Yeah? Okay, so, and then lost to Anthony Joshua. So I don't see the problem. If the guy's fighting the top guys, right? Alexander Povetkin, Oscar Rivas, Derek Chisora twice, Joseph Parker, and Robert Telanius, who just beat Kawanaki. Oh, what are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? Come on. Let's go back into the chat, see what's crack-a-lacking. Where are we now? Eddie Hills has won the WBC Silver Interim and the WBO International belt, but it's a good point. He should not be pay-per-view. I think he should be pay-per-view. If you're fighting the top guys, why not? Iron Khan, you got anything to say about this?
Dillian White upsets people, and I don't know why. Like I remember, I don't remember who it was, and we were talking about Dillian White, and the first thing out their mouth was, "Oh, Dillian White, he's made so much money, and he ain't even a champion." This is one of these Wilder fans. So Dillian White upsets people because he's not a champion. But he has been able to grow his fan base and his interest level to a point where even certain champions like Deontay Wilder, couldn't, make that kind of money. Like Dillian White was making big money before Deontay Wilder, right? Yeah. But the thing is, Dillian White by himself, Dillian White is always in good fights. Povetkin, Parker, Chisora twice. Those are good, solid fights. Rivas. You want to tell me Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas, Dillian White versus Joseph Parker and them are not pay-per-views?
They're pay-per-view fights.
Really? I mean, I don't understand. Like, so Dillian White, so are they saying only champions should fight on pay-per-views? Because if that's the case.
Well, he was a champion.
Right, but what I'm saying, if that's the case, we're only so-called recognized champion like Wilder.
Yeah,
that means Wilder should have been fighting Gerald Washington on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that, man. Dillian White has been in a lot of good fights, and you cannot find most of these young heavyweights. You can't find not one of them with as good a resume as Dillian White. Not even Wilder. I say that, not even Wilder.
Yeah,
Dillian White has better wins on his resume than Deontay Wilder.
Yes. Yeah, I've said it many times over here. He's got a better resume than Wilder. He's got a tougher resume than Wilder.
I'm just not understanding why Dillian White upsets people so much. I think I don't know why. It's just really
well, Dillian White is not. I seen an interview with one of his previous coaches, and he said we tried to school Dillian in the ways of. Dillian White isn't always TV friendly. He's not TV friendly. For example, he called, what did he say about Joshua? I don't know. What did he say about Joshua the other day? So in an interview, Joshua is I can't remember what he said, but it was disparaging.
You mean when Joshua said he only has so much left? So he called Joshua like soft or.
No, it was harsher. It was harsh term. He used a harsh term. But one of his previous trainers, Dillian White's previous trainers, he had a list of complaints about him. He said he doesn't come back to Brixton. He doesn't give back to the kids. He said that he was quite disparaging. He was quite displeased with Dillian. I think his name's Red Dragon. His name is Red Dragon, and it's for the Dardist. Hold on, let me pull that up. That's what we do over here. Let me pull the damn thing up. Red Dragon. Red Dragon Dardist. DARDEST. Dardist. I think it's Dardist TV. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I find it. Red Dragon. Oh, okay. Here it is. 57 minutes. Julian Red Dragon. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Okay, let me share the link. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, people, and we're gonna continue talking about this. So hold on. Okay, so you see it there. Untold Stories. Well, hold on. Am I showing it? Untold Stories, Footsteps 2, Julian Red Dragon Howell, Dillian White. Okay, so let me just drop that link in the chat. He had some interesting things to say about his time training Dillian White and why he's unhappy with him. Let me copy and I'll drop it in the chat. Yeah, and what he was basically saying is he doesn't come back to Brixton. He doesn't give back to the kids. He doesn't inspire the kids. And he tried to, as a coach, he tried to make him, understand certain things, certain responsibilities when he was giving interviews. I tried to coach him in the ways to give interviews and not be so roadman, be more, a little bit more, I don't know. But he never took the advice, and he says that he doesn't watch Dillian White's interviews now, and he doesn't think it's suitable for kids to watch those interviews. So he had a long list of complaints about why is the permanent comment section not up? Why is the permanent comment section not up in this video? I don't get it. I thought it was normally there. Okay, so I'll drop it in this. I'll drop it in the chat right there. And perhaps I'll drop it. Best man though. What is the best man though? Hold on, I'll get to Eddie Hills in a second. What the hell's going on? Things are kicking off. Oh, is this the Real Big Boys Boxing?
Sure is.
Yeah, okay. It's the Real Big Boys Boxing. Big Boys Boxing, come on in. How do you do? Hope you're well down there in New Zealand. What time is it over there? It's 16 minutes past 12 lunchtime on a Monday, on a Tuesday. What day is it? On a Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. That's the Rafi keeping tabs on people in the time zones. Yeah. So hold on. Let me just yeah, actually, you carry on cooking, Big Boys Boxing. Carry on cooking while I try and figure out why I can't drop this in the permanent comment section. I'll maybe just drop it in the description box. Okay, over to you, Big Boys Boxing.
What were we cooking on, man?
Oh, sorry? Okay. So we're talking about Dillian White. Apparently, White turned down title shots. He's not PPV. He's not PP. Eddie Hill says he's not PPV worthy. He's not PPV worthy. He's turned down title shots. He shouldn't be having PPVs. Where's his original statement? Dillian White is on his 6th PPV show, and he's not won anything past the British title. Nothing, a disgrace after that. Nothing but a disgrace. So he's questioning why Dillian White's fighting Alexander Povetkin, Joseph Parker, and the likes on PPV. Do you agree or disagree with Eddie Hills?
He's pay-per-view worthy, for God's sake. The man always brings an entertaining fight, no matter who it's against. Mm-hmm. That's the first point. The second point is every pay-per-view he's participated in has been a success. So that answers the question for me. Simple as that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a bit brash with his language sometimes, and maybe sometimes it's not suitable for kids, but should kids really be watching... Well, young kids, they shouldn't really be watching combat sport anyway, unless their family are involved in the sport or something,
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm still trying to figure out why I can't see the permanent comment section in this video. At the bottom of the video, I'm pretty sure I've dropped comments. I'm pretty sure I've dropped links in the permanent comment section before while the thing was live. So what I'll do in real time is I'll drop it in the description box in real time. My take on Dillian White, I think he's crude. I think he's a crude fellow. And crudeness. There's a time and a place for crudeness, in my humble opinion. I kind of share the views of his previous trainer, Julian Red Dragon Howells. I'm going to drop the link in the description box. He had some serious things to say about Dillian. He's not happy with him. I veer veer towards that. I think that when you're on TV, there's a place to be crude. You know, when you're with the boys, etc., off air, having a few beers or whatever it is, having a game of pool or whatever it is, then yeah, be crude as you like. But I think when you're having live interviews, I don't know. I think you should tone it down. But that's my personal preference. I prefer. It's like the records. I put it like this: it's like records. Once upon a time, you'd have a record, and a man would be talking about having a pleasurable time with a lady. Back in the day, and there would the artists, the writers, they would couch it in such a way that it would sound as if they're just having a walk in the park, but you'd have to look deeper into it to find the true meaning. Whereas nowadays, for example, Bob Marley's "Stir It Up," yeah, that's talking about having an intimate time, but it's not very obvious. You have to think about it. Whereas now they just said, yeah, just blatantly say, I did this, I did that, and I did the other. Well, to me, Dillian White's like that. He's an artist. He's like a nowadays artist who is just blunt and blatant, as opposed to an artiste from previous times who will be a bit more delicate and flowery with the wording. So I think perhaps it's a generational thing. It's not to that kind of talking, that kind of rough talking. Such and such is a piece of ish. Live on live TV. Personally, it is not to my liking, but I understand that some other people, it may be to their liking. It's a matter of taste. For me, I'm with his previous manager. I think you can refine the thing. You can refine the thing. You can express yourself without being overly crude. But that's just my perspective. Iron Kong. I think Iron Kong is multi. Yeah.
What you want to talk about? Dillian White again? Dillian White, I don't know. Like, even with the whole, when he was fighting Joshua, I was back in Dillian White, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't. Dillian White is a West Indian man, a Caribbean man, and
yes,
fucking the man.
Yes.
So I just realized, like, his major issue was he kept saying, like, Joshua is fake. What he didn't realize was that Joshua was turning the page on his life. Joshua understood that there was more to gain by being able to turn it off and on. No, that's okay if you have rough edges. But at which point do you say, you know what? Maybe I should be a little bit more, not necessarily
real.
Dillian White wants to always just be this brash, completely raw person. And you could be that, but don't get mad when you don't have the same access to things like other people who choose to know how to code switch.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Code switching, for people who don't know, comes from when you're able to switch between languages. But code switching also comes when you're able to switch between behaviors to suit your surrounding, to suit your circumstance at the time.
Yes.
You don't always have to, when I'm asked about Joshua, you act like some scorned girlfriend or something. And then Joshua is brought up, it's like, this guy's like schizophrenic. Joshua says, he wants to move on after, he don't have the hunger. He don't have this. Maybe Joshua just set a timeline for him to go away. And that's okay. Joshua's not like me. I want to go in there. I'm going to continue because I love fighting. Bro, maybe the man loves fighting, but he also loves the fact that he sets a timeline for him to accomplish certain things. Whether he does or not, I'm gone by this time.
Yeah.
Dillian doesn't seem to be the type of person who understands that. I don't know, I don't know him personally.
No.
Whatever his ex-trainer says, maybe that's just something that he knows. But I've never really seen him do a lot of like outside publicity work. Maybe he does it on the covers, privately or whatever. If his ex-trainer is saying he doesn't do it at all, that's poor. But I don't know the man. But Dillian has to be aware that there's a level of code switching that you go through.
Yes.
To achieve certain things.
Yeah. And well, if you haven't seen the video of his previous trainer, Julian Red Dragon Howell, the link is in the description box. I recommend everybody give that a listen. And while we're on it, I might as well be brutally frank. Since Dillian likes things to be brutally straightforward. Okay. So I've been watching his Instagram recently, and okay, you know, Rafi ends up spitting it in the end. I tried to code switch. I tried to code switch, but I'm gonna speak on it. If you follow Dillian White's Twitter or his Instagram, he has been rather disparaging to his coaches. Wasn't going to talk about it, but hey, since we want it to be raw, rough, rugged, and raw, he's been somewhat disparaging to his coaches, his trainer, his physical coaches. He's got this thing where he's got this meme going now where he posts up something negative. The other day he did a funny one. He's done some funny ones. Where there was a pit bull on a lead walking past the cat, and he was trying to attach the cat, and then the cat just kind of reared up on him and he kind of scarpered, and he tagged that with cowards. Well, nowadays, recently on his Instagram, let me go over there, see if I can find one, see if he's done one in the last 24 hours. He's doing these names where he's calling his coaches cowards. Let's go see if we can find one. And I personally find it rather disrespectful. What am I sharing? At the moment? I'm sharing nothing. Okay, that's fine. Let's cut that out and let's go over to Instagram. Let's see if he's done one recently. Dillian White, Instagram. Dillian White Instagram. Let's have a look. Let's see if he's done one today. Let's share this with you. I'm going to get back into the chat, folks. I've just, since this thing come up so blatantly, let's talk about it. Let's see if he's put one up as a permanent. Am I sharing? See if he's put one up as a permanent post, or he just keeps it to the 24-hour thing. What's this? What is this? Why is it no sound? Instagram's being weird lately. Okay. Whatever. That's not it. Okay, let's come out of that. And let's go to his Instagram live thing. Let's see what's going on there. See if he's got the... That's a big horse. Always killing this man. What? Hedgehog? What about him? Scared of the hedgehog? Whatever. Yeah. See if he's got any of the coward memes going around at the moment. No. All right. Pre-match. Okay. He's got none of the cowards thing, but he's been doing this coward meme pertaining to his trainers, and I find it somewhat disrespectful. So keeping it real is all good, but sometimes you got to be careful not to keep it real dumb. Respect for your coaches. I think that's keeping it real. Big Boys Boxing. Do you have anything further to add?
Yeah, well, I think to a degree, Dillian's Dillian, and he doesn't seem to want to change for anybody. It would be good if he could be a bit more tactful with his comments. And like you say, the comments toward his coaches, that is disrespectful, and it's uncalled for. Yeah. You pay those guys to do a job. You don't pay them to take abuse. And he's got to expect them to bite back to a degree. If he's going to be disrespectful, and he's going to find it hard to have anybody want to work with him if he's going to keep going through coaches and disrespecting them like he is. So, in the long run, he might end up paying for his mistakes. So,
his
choice.
His choice. I think tact is a real word. Tact is a real thing. I think in the long run, it helps to be tactful. It helps to be courteous. It helps to have. Hello?
Did I hear you say he was disrespecting some coaches? Which coaches he was disrespecting?
Unfortunately, I have his boxing coaches and his training coaches. Unfortunately, I have Shizzle saved. I have Shizzle saved from his posts, his Instagram posts, but he does them only in the 24-hour. Crown me, what the hell's going on there? He does it only in his 24-hour thing on Instagram. So he doesn't save those posts. He doesn't save those posts to his normal thing. He just keeps them in the 24-hour thing, and after 24 hours they disappear. But he's got this running thing going on where he'll post some cowardly behavior. Like for example, he had a pit bull on a lead. Who was on the lead, not his pit bull, but he had there's a video of a pit bull on a lead, rearing up on a cat, barking like I'm gonna tear your head off. And then when the cat rears up, the pit bull kind of scampers and scarpers, and then he puts the term coward on it, and then he'll put a picture up of his boxing coaches and his training coaches. And this meme's been going on now for a few weeks. He'll show a cowardly behavior, and then he'll put a picture up of his boxing coaches or his, physical strength training coaches. Cowards. So, like I say, it's been going on for a few weeks, and I personally find that very distasteful and very disrespectful. What say you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, well, Dillian got to chill, man. I don't know, Dillian apparently has not grown up yet a lot, but if that's who he wants, that's who he wants to be. He just has to realize, when you act a certain way, when that's how you want to be, don't feel bad when other people get certain things and you don't. Yeah. Right? If that's what you want to be cool, and trust me, that sells for some people, but it doesn't for other people. So you won't have access to another market because of your mouth. If you're comfortable with that, I'm all for it. Go ahead. It's up to you. Because to me, how he left Mark Tibbs via liar, if that's true, that was cowardly.
Yeah. There you go. Coward. Hashtag. Yeah, you got a hashtag. Maybe he should hashtag that to himself. Sometimes it's not good to be pointing the fingers at other people all the time. Maybe that's something that maybe that's something he relates to. I don't know, but what I will say is I find it disrespectful. This cowards thing that he's been going on with recently on his social media. I think I got some of them things on my phone, but they're not on my computer here. Maybe I could take some time and transfer a few of them over. But I do tend to get a lot of pictures and videos sent to me on my phone, so it's hard to find them right now at the drop of a hat. But yes, this coward thing that Dillian Whyte's been going on with, I'm not impressed with it at all. Not that I need to be impressed with it, but as far as this being real crap is concerned, being real. That's a tricky one. How real do you want to be? How real do you want to be? There's a way to conduct yourself in public. There's a way to conduct yourself in private. In every situation, there is a way to conduct yourself. And being real, what exactly is being real? And how real do you want to be? Because however real you think you are, I'm sure there's a next man who could come up and say, well, I am actually a realer. Okay, so let me pay attention to this cat here, Eddie Hills. Let Let me see what's going on with Eddie Hills. Okay, let's have a looky. Let's have a looky. See what's going on. Always had, to be fair. Okay, Dillian to rule. He unruly. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Eddie Hills. Okay, so Eddie Hills. Okay, I've seen that. Let me go through the list here. He KO'd Lucas Brown. Big left to the coupon. Brown got KO'd clean by White. I love David Allen, the comedian, obviously. White is a PPV star. White also had shoulder surgery. He has a hate campaign. I don't hate Dillian White, but this keeping it real thing, you know, I say keep it intelligent. I say keep it intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And White turned down title shots for PPV fights. White turned down no, they didn't turn down White title. You could say turned down title shots, but what he actually turned down was unfavorable. Personally, well, Big Boys Boxing will talk on this. What I say is that White turned down unfavorable conditions. For example, the IBF wanted him to go over to Sofia to fight Pulev, but that was a 50. They wanted the split was something like 25% to Dillian White. They wanted him to go to Sofia to fight Pulev for 25% split of the purse. So most people in Dillian White's position would rightly turn that down. Hold on, why am I going to go over there for peanuts? Why am I going to go over there for peanuts and fight for 25% when I can fight for much more favorable money over here? Do one. And then they wanted him to fight, Luis Ortiz for 50%, for a 50% split after Luis Ortiz had already lost to Deontay Wilder. So it's not that simple. And a lot of Fury fans come out and say exactly what you said, Eddie Hills. I bet you're a Fury fan as well. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you spin narratives. 25% they wanted him to travel over to Sofia, Bulgaria to fight. Ridiculous. 25% ridiculous when he's a PPV guy over here. Then they wanted to fight for 50%. They wanted to fight Luis Ortiz after Luis Ortiz had just lost to Deontay Wilder for 50%. So no. You say, why the hell would I fight? Why the hell would I fight the guy who's just lost? He moves out the way. And when was it? I was listening back to an old live and Sub Skrilla was on. And Sub Skrilla was making the same arguments as you, Hills. But Sub Skrilla is a Deontay Wilder, is a Tyson Fury guy. So he made out like, I just watched the live again. I watched it back, but he made out like you. He made out like White's been dodging this. White ain't dodged nothing. The only thing White's dodged is unreasonable requests. Going over to Sofia to fight Kubrat Pulev and get 25%, that's unreasonable. He turned it down. Fighting Luis Ortiz for 50% after Luis Ortiz had just lost to Deontay Wilder, and they put that in the way, that's ridiculous as well. What else did they put in front of him that was ridiculous? Yeah, that's ridiculous. I know that, Jono, you got a different point of view. Come on in, my friend.
Yeah, to a degree, the Pulev one, I don't understand why those percentages were so different, being a IBF final eliminator. I know for a fact when Joseph Parker fought Carlos Takam in an IBF final eliminator, the split was 60-40. So the consistency from the IBF there was pretty crap.
Crazy.
What I didn't get with that is Dillian and his team knew the splits were going to be that before the purse bid was arranged, but they still went ahead with the purse bid anyway, and lost the purse bid. That's why Dillian got dropped out of the IBF rankings, because they went through with the purse bid and then he refused it after the purse bid had been won. And but yeah, he did dip out of that one, and with good reason. you know, to go and fight Joseph Parker instead for a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah.
At home, why not? Yeah, that makes sense. There also the Luis Ortiz one. I mean, I wouldn't be so against him fighting him for 50%, regardless of what Ortiz had just done, because it was a final eliminator for a mandatory position. But the point there was it was for the second mandatory position behind Dominic Brazil, which he wouldn't have got a shot for possibly up to 2 years. And as Deontay had said himself, he's going to shut him out for 2 years just because he can.
Yeah.
As it turned out, if he had have taken that, he would have got a shot a lot quicker than 2 years, maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially. Deontay took that second Luis Ortiz fight voluntarily. It wasn't ordered. So if it was Dillian, he could have pushed that time frame out further as the mandatory, which I'm guessing he probably would have done. But Dillian has made some choices in his career that have prevented him from getting a title shot. In my eyes, he could have had a title shot several different ways by now with some of the choices he's made. But at the same time, he's made a lot more money than he would have made if he had have taken those choices to get to a title shot. So it's neither here or there for me what he's done. Yes, he hasn't actually turned down multiple title shots. He's only turned down one as far as I've heard. And that was the one against Anthony Joshua. He wasn't happy with the no rematch and some other stuff in the contract. But that's the only title shot he's turned down. He's turned down a couple of mandatory eliminators. Is pretty much it. So, you know, he's made some good money through his career, and this is prize fighting. You know, these guys aren't there just to win titles. They're also there to make a living that's going to support them for the rest of their lives. So we've got to take that into account as well, with Dillian taking money fights instead of ridiculous cuts in mandatory eliminators. Yeah.
And what's this going on here? I'm looking through this thing. Every time Dillian chose to fight anyone other than Povetkin Ortiz, he wasn't getting closer to the shot, and he accepted that. White thinks he can turn down shots and get closer to the shot. Listen, heels. The WBC put stumbling block after stumbling block in Dillian White's way. They didn't put any stumbling block in front of Tyson Fury's way, did they? When he came back in, They had him up to fight. They had him jump Dillian White in the rankings to fight Deontay Wilder, and then they realized, oops, he's not enrolled in the VADA, clean boxing testing. You know what I mean? Does that strike you as a bit odd? Oops. You know what I'm saying? They have Breezel go ahead as a first mandatory when they had Breezel jump over Dillian White. Does that not? You don't talk about that, do you? You don't talk about Tyson Fury being given a pass to jump over Dillian White, do you? Where's your energy there? Where's your energy there? What's that all about? What's that all about? White could have taken snapping next to White could have taken the Anthony Joshua fight, but disagree on anything else. Ortiz offered him a fight on the undercard while refusing to headline PPV. Bulgaria's was worth around $50K. He got M's on the PPV. Untold Stories, Footsteps. Yeah, there's the link, and it's also in the description box. White turned down Ortiz. But you're not talking about Tyson Fury being given an immediate shot at Deontay Wilder, are you? Why are you killing yourself? Why are you bending over backwards to criticize Dillian White? Why are you bending over backwards to criticize Dillian White? I think somebody on the panel wants to come on in.
Yeah, that Bulgaria shot that he had, I think from memory, the purse bid that was won by the Gospic guy was $3.8 something million. So Dillion's cut still would have been around $1 million anyway. It still would have been a pretty good cut. So interesting.
$1 million. How much was the bid? But then they dropped out, didn't they? They couldn't provide the funds. Is that not correct? They couldn't provide the funds in the end.
No, it just didn't go ahead because Dillian pulled out.
Oh, okay.
But still, he would have got paid 25%. More.
Still 25%. It's still 25%. And like you say, he got significantly more against Joseph Parker. Yeah. And then the WBC have mocked him around. People say, "Oh, he could have took the WBC shots." Well, hold on a second. The WBC could have treated him unfairly. They could have they skipped Breezel over him. I think he was number 1 or 2, and Breezel was number 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. So basically, he's been jerked around the WBC in concert with Deontay Wilder. One would imagine didn't want Dillian Whyte to get a shot. One has to suspect that Deontay Wilder had a hand in that. At least with Whyte, you'll know you're going to get a proper fight. Not the most technical of boxers, but firework guaranteed. That is true.
That's one of the reasons why he's worth pay-per-view, because he's entertaining to watch every single time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the WBC tried to shaft him, put obstacles in his way, made him offers which he could easily refuse. Didn't do the sensible thing. They gave Tyson Fury the straight through passage to Deontay Wilder. One has to imagine Deontay Wilder had something to say with Dillian Whyte being given awkward offers. Ortiz giving him a secondary mandatory against Ortiz, and they gave Breezel an immediate mandatory or a first mandatory against Deontay Wilder, even though Deontay Wilder ended up keeping him at bay for a long time also. There was a lot of messing around. There was a lot of messing around as far as Dillian Whyte was concerned. So all this nonsense. They had a lot of people skip over him. They had Breezel skip over him. They had Tyson Fury skip over him. Tyson Fury himself, some would say, ducked Dillian Whyte when the WBC called a mandatory fight between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. Tyson Fury said, "Nope." He said, "The only way I'd fight Dillian Whyte on a mandatory is if you give me a diamond belt." So the WBC came back and said, "Yes, we're fighting Dillian Whyte for the mandatory for the diamond belt." And then Tyson Fury said, "Okay." And then he came back and said, "No, I've changed my mind." So where's the criticism there then? Where is the criticism there then? You got to keep it even. What's that kid's name? Where is he? Eddie Hills. You got to keep it even. Where's your criticism for that then? Where's your criticism for Tyson Fury for pulling out the mandatory shot against Dillian Whyte? Saying he's fighting for the diamond belt, and when or diamond or pearl belt, whatever, diamond necklace belt, whatever it was, and comes back and says, "Nope." So where's your criticism there, mate? Yeah, you seem to be a problematic fellow. You seem to be a problematic fellow. Watch out, Rafi, you'll threaten your life. Well, I don't know. You'll have to get over the moat. And there's crocodiles in the moat. So, you know what I mean? You're taking your life in your own hands. There's crocodiles in the moat. I'll pull the drawbridge up on you, and then you drop on your head, and you'll drop in the moat, and the crocodiles will eat you. So that would be... What the hell just happened there? Okay, that's fine. Where are we now? Okay, I think we've talked about that. Okay, but where's the article that I wanted to pull up relating to Dillian Whyte? He has Dillian White. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I have to pull it up now. I'm pretty sure I pulled it up earlier on. Or is it? Did I send it to my email? I think I sent it to my email. So let's go into my email and let's find the. Where is it? Oh, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I didn't do it. Okay. I'll have to do it in real time. Okay. The search, hopefully. A search will come right up in the search. In White and Howard. In White and damn it. Okay, Dillian White's new edition. Dillian White's new edition. New addition to his team. Dillian White's new addition to his team. Have you heard about Dillian White's new addition to his team? Oh, here it is. Found it. Beautiful. What is this? Confirms. Which one do I go with? I'll go with which one? Oh, this one looks good. This one's normally a clean page. Okay, so found it, and let's share it. Damn, we've gone to some deep conversations today. So I'm going to drop that list down. You have to cut the list short, list of topics. I have to save those topics for another day. Maybe do a couple videos and save a couple for the next live show. Okay, I should be sharing now. Okay, let's make this screen bigger. Have you heard about this Howard Knight? Have you heard about Howard Knight and Lennox Lewis's, one of Lennox Lewis's old trainers, going to work with Dillian White? Anybody heard about that?
Yeah. Away you go, Kong.
Okay. So, right. What happened there? How come? What? Dillian White confirms. Okay, we'll go with that one. Clicked on the wrong article. Dillian White confirms Harold the Shadow Knight, former co-trainer for Lennox Lewis, as new coach. Hopefully, we got a picture. Okay, there he is. What is it? Does he talk as well? Let's bring this down. And Harold Knight joins Team White. Okay, let's take a risk. What is this guy? Let's risk it.
I feel really good because you got to have a good spirit. You got to have that good energy around Dillian, because Dillian is kind of smart. Dillian is similar to Lennox Lewis. He picks up everything. You could be talking to someone else, but he's listening. He could be, we could be in a gym. He could be doing certain things, but he's watching. And that's what great champions do. So it's bringing back good memories. It's bringing back a good feeling, the good spirit, the good energy. So, I couldn't be even happier.
Okay, so that's Harold Knight, who used to work with Lennox Lewis, coming to join Dillian White's team. I think that's going to be a hell of an addition. Harold Knight was Lennox Lewis's one in the inner circle. He was one of Lennox Lewis's right-hand men. I remember watching a documentary when they was training up in Big Bear or something, and it was very clear they had a very close and trusting relationship. So them guys were kind of scientific when it came to how they. Don't tell me it's the same one.
I feel really good because you got to have a good spirit. You got to have that good energy.
Okay, it is the same one. That they were really scientific. They had the clickers counting his punches, measuring measuring his heart rate and etc. etc. So they were very scientific. So I think that this Harold Knight is gonna bring some positive things, as well as the experience to Team White. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great to have somebody of his caliber, of his experience level up in the team. Iron Kong.
I like that Dillian is trying to diversify himself in his team. That is good business. It shows some growth so that he's not stubborn or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I hope it works out for him. Best of luck to him. So I don't mind it at all. The guy speaking highly of him. He says he's like Lennox. He picks up everything. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And mm-hmm. So let's see. Let's hope that he can. Because trust me, if you don't beat Povetkin, Dillian White that's a big step back. I know Povetkin is a world-class boxer, but you were bossing the first fight. You just got caught. Povetkin is coming off COVID, and all of that. You have to beat Povetkin. You must beat Povetkin. So he has to do whatever he has to do to beat Povetkin. This is his Andy Ruiz.
Yeah. Exactamundo. Big boys boxing.
Yeah, well, a different perspective in the camp is always a good thing. You can never have too many different points of view and different training techniques. Hopefully he can get on with Howard Knight without calling him a coward on Twitter. But I don't really know too much about Harold Knight. Was he involved with Lennox Lewis when Emmanuel Stewart was coaching him as well, or was it before that?
Throughout Lennox Lewis's professional career. I think they were childhood friends also.
Okay, well, it's definitely going to be some help with giving Dillian some more techniques on how to maintain space against Povetkin. It's what he's going to need to do. Mm-hmm. Like Kong said, Povetkin is a world-class boxer, but dude's getting pretty old now, man. He's starting to look pretty war-torn. His legs aren't what they used to be and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So I don't think conditioning or anything's going to be an issue for Dillian. It hasn't really been much of an issue for a while with him. Yeah. And I don't think this fight's going past 8 rounds anyway at the most. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be a case of Dillian trying to keep Povetkin at range for 4 to 5 rounds, wear him down a bit, and then try and take him out. So, definitely using a bit of maintaining space and keeping the smaller man off him, staying out of danger for the first few rounds is going to come from Howard Knight.
Yeah, absolutely. The fight doctor made me laugh with a comment. Incidentally, Howard Knight was also a boxer. I think he retired when he fought. Did he fight for the world championship? He retired on his 20th fight for medical reasons, but he'd won all but one of his fights. So he was an accomplished boxer as well. So that's another. So basically, you got a guy in there, because some fighters don't respect guys who never got in the ring, in the professional ring. So that won't be the case with Howard Knight. What's going on here? White would have got $375K in US dollars for Pulev. His take-home pay. Pulev. Oh yeah, Pulev. His take-home pay would have been under 200K. Compared that to Parker's PV. So we got some different figures there. But T White made me laugh. He said nobody is ducking Mr. China Chin Dillian White. China Chin Dillian White. I've never seen a fight where Dillian White hit the deck 4 times, like as I saw of your guy Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury. So, yeah, could you point me to the fight where Dillian White got dropped 4 times? Like Tyson Fury dropped your guy, what's his name? The bronze guy, the bronze bomber. Yeah, now that's what you call a China chin, and not only a China chin but a China body. Didn't Fury drop your boy Wilder with a body shot? OMG. Your boy Wilder there ducked him for dear life and sent a text message saying he was going to duck him for 2 years. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. Instead of that, he's punching up heart medication, Ortiz. Blood pressure medication, Ortiz. Ortiz didn't even make it through the medical to face Deontay Wilder. Was it the first or the second time? I can't remember. Barely made it through the medical. They just had to give him a medical pass and say, it's on your head. It's on your head. They had Breezel stand. I think it's the second fight. They had Breezel standing by to step in any minute. So that's the caliber of guy that your guy likes to fight. And actually, I was looking through your guy's resume just the other day. Call him the knockout specialist. Where is he? Let's pull him up. Let's put him up and show. Let's show him prove. Let's show him prove. I was looking through your guy's resume. Was it earlier today or yesterday? Something like that. Where is he? Where is he? Where is the brute? Boom, boom, boom. I was looking through his resume and he made me laugh. He made me laugh. I can't lie. Where is he? Where is he? That's the guy. Is this your king? Is this your king? Let's have a look. Let's have a little look.
I think the point he was trying to make was, Dillian White's been down 4 times in his career. 2 of the times he didn't get up from.
4 times in his career, too. Well, 4 times in his career. I'm talking about the guy who got put down 4 times in one fight.
Yeah, he got up every time, though, didn't he?
He got up every time. But he's talking about, his point was that Dillian White has a China chin. And I say to you, well, a China chin, what about China chin and a China body? Getting knocked out in the heavyweight division is an occupational hazard.
It sure is.
It's an occupational hazard. If you fight the right caliber of person, you will get knocked out. Who was one of the best? Name me any of the top heavyweights in the history of boxing who didn't get knocked out. I will name you Lennox Lewis. He got knocked out. I will name you what some say is the best ever, Joe Louis. He got knocked out. Joe Louis got knocked out. All of the top heavyweights in the history of the game got knocked out. Anybody want to challenge me on that?
David Tua.
He was not the best. He was not the best.
No, he wasn't.
He was not the best of the best. All of the best of the best have been knocked out. So what we saying here? What are we saying? That if you get knocked out, you're not part of the best of the best. Well, tell that to Lennox Lewis. Tell that to Joe Louis. Who else is supposed to be the best heavyweights of all time? George Foreman, one of the best ever.
Got KO'd.
Sorry?
Holyfield got TKO'd.
Holyfield got TKO'd. Did Bo ever get Vitaly Klitschko? Yeah, Vitaly. You're mentioning Vitaly, not Vladimir. Vitaly. Let's have a look at Vitaly. Did he get?
He got referee stoppage against Lennox, but that's about. I don't remember anything else.
Oh, okay. So we got 1 or 2 who got through. But Vitaly Klitschko, I don't think he's ever been mentioned as the best of the best. The best of the best. Who are the best heavyweights of all time? Let's have a look at that. The best heavyweight. Let's do this in real time. Who were the best heavyweights of?
I tried top 20 heavyweights of all time.
Well, let's do this now because it's already in. So let's have. Well, top 20 is good. Jack Johnson, Rocky Marciano, Dempsey, George Ford. Let me show it. Let me show it. Let me show it. Let me show it. Let me show it.
Rocky Marciano never got knocked out because he never lost.
He never lost, but he was fighting fixed fights as well though. So boom. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting in the control when Mafia controlled boxing. More items. He was fighting when the Mafia controlled boxing, and he was fighting some dubious opponents. Certainly not the best of the best. So we're looking at 3 of the best here. I remember Joe Frazier getting knocked out by Foreman. Did Ali ever get knocked out on his back? Didn't get up?
That's a good question. I don't remember him never getting sparkoed.
I don't remember him getting sparkoed. I remember him getting his jaw broke by Frazier. I remember George Foreman putting Joe Frazier into orbit like a satellite.
How did Chris Bird beat Vitaly Klitschko? I see it says like he retired in his corner or something. Like was he injured or something? Chris Bird beat Vitaly Klitschko.
Shoulder injury, wasn't it? Shoulder.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so I remember Mike Tyson getting sparkled by Buster Douglas and a few other people later on.
Yeah.
I don't remember Evander Holyfield going out on his back. Did he go out on his back?
No, he got stopped a couple of times. Tony and Riddick Bowe.
But was he on his feet or was he on it?
Never sparkled.
Never sparkled. Okay, so that disproves the theory. I remember Larry Holmes getting sparkled by Mike Tyson. That's for sure. Yep. Who else? Joe Frazier, like I said, he got put into orbit like a satellite dish by George Foreman.
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Knocked out.
He got knocked out by Muhammad Ali.
Oh, he did too. That's right.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Muhammad Ali.
One time.
Jack Dempsey. Who did him? Who did Jack Dempsey? Let's just take a couple of seconds to do this. It's worth it. We're here now. Where are my records? Damn, I'm surprised this thing hasn't crashed yet with the amount of windows I got open. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Boom. Jack Dempsey, the Manasa Brawler. 6 losses, only KO'd once. Unanimous decision, lost to Gene Tunney. That's unanimous decision. After 10 rounds, lost to Gene Tunney again on point decision. Points lost on points to Willie Meehan. 4 rounds out of 4 rounds. I'm scrolling on, looking for that KO. No. KO loss. Okay. Fireman Jim Flynn. Jim Flynn in the first round out of 15. First round KO by Fireman Jim Flynn. Okay. So Gene Tunney. I hope I'm sharing this. Okay, I'm sharing this. Damn, let me take this down. And where are we going now? Rocky Marciano, fixed fights. I think that's what can you say? Technically didn't ever lose. Okay.
Yo, Rafi, I'm gonna slide off. All right, bro. Thanks for having me on. Peace.
Kong, much appreciation for you coming by. Much appreciation.
Yo, take it easy. Hey, Big Boys Boxing, looking forward to the Junior Farm Parker fight. How you feel about that? I'll listen offline.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it. I did have a ticket, but I cashed it in. It's getting close. I might have to rebuy a ticket again. I'm starting to get hyped about it. I kind of just looking at how they're preparing and all the rest of it. But it's getting close. It's about a month away, so looking forward to it.
Good shizzle. Good shizzle. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at Jack Johnson. Yeah, Jack Johnson lost a fair few times. Defeated and then paved the way. I'm pretty sure he got knocked. Well, let's have a look at his record. Let's have a look at the record of Jack Johnson. Pretty sure I've seen him laid out. Where are we? Jack Johnson. Let's go into this. Let's go into this. Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson. Boom. Let's have a look. Let's have a looky. Where is he? Jack Johnson. No. Hold on. Where is he? Where is Jack Johnson? Where is Jack Johnson? Jack Johnson. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the spelling. Let's copy that and let's paste this in. Let's have a look. Let's find this fella. Let's paste it in. Jack Johnson. Let's have a look. Heavy. Yeah. What? Where is this? Where is this? Where is he? Oh, the Galveston Giant. That's the one. Jack Johnson, 54 fights, 11 KOs, 11 losses, and 6 KOs. So without going too deep into that and looking extensively through his record, I'm pretty sure that at least one of those KOs would have been out on your back because he fought for long enough. How many years did he fight for? Bloody hell. I mean, how long did his career span for? 1897 to 1931. Holy hell. So that's, wow. Yeah, that's like 31, 34 years. 34 year. He had a 34-year career. That's bloody crazy. So yeah,
how many brain cells left after that?
Shizzle. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But these guys, you know, it's kind of brutal. It's kind of brutal. What the hell did I do? Something I didn't want to do. Damn it. Close that down. These guys had a hell of a long career, some of these guys. But anyway, so yeah, Joe Louis, rated the number 2 heavyweight of all time. Hold on. Where am I sharing? What am I sharing? Let's stop sharing that and start sharing this. Let's go over there. Joe Louis, rated number 2 of all time. And in a second, I'll come back and we'll do a top 10 countdown. Okay, so let's input Joe Louis into the computer. And let's see how many times he got knocked out. I think it was just the one. But let's confirm that. The Brown Bomber. Let's stop sharing that and start sharing this. Boom, boom, boom. So we're looking at Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. 66 fights, 3 losses, 2 KOs, 69 bouts, and his career lasted from 1934 to 51. So what's that? That's 30, 40, 50. That's 16 years, 17 years as a professional. Okay, so let's have a look. TKO by Rocky Marciano. That was when he came back out of retirement. For tax reasons, the American government kind of screwed him over, and that's not unusual for the American government. So not really looking at that. I'm looking at Ezra Charles lost unanimous decision. Where did he get? I think it was Max Schmeling who got him out of there early in his career. Where are we? TKO, oh no. Where is it? Where's the loss? Where's the L? Where's the L? Was it Max Schmeling? Damn, had so many fights. You got to scroll for a long time. KO, Max Schmeling, in 1936. Damn, that was in the 12th round of 15. Loss. I thought it was earlier than that. Damn. Okay, so Max Schmeling got him. Okay, that was, we're talking about the Brown Bomber. Let's go back into the charts. Let's stop sharing that and start sharing the chart. Let's find out who's the number one heavyweight of all time. The number two. Okay, let's go through the list. At number 9. At number 10, we have Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, according to this list. At number 9, we have Evander the Real Deal Holyfield. At number 8, we have Larry Holmes. Can't remember what his nickname was. At number 7, Smoking Joe Frazier. Okay. At number 6, George Foreman Grill. George Foreman. At number 5, we have Jack Dempsey. At number 4 is the unbeaten Rocky Marciano. You know that he died in an airplane crash?
Yeah.
I didn't know that until recently. I thought, dang, a lot of people going a lot of these top guys, celebrity guys, going airplane crashes, aircraft crashes. Jack Johnson at number 3. Okay, at number 2, Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber. Career which spanned over 30 years. OMG. And that's number 1. Who could it be? Who's it going to be? Muhammad Ali, formerly known as Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all times. Okay. And you know what? We got lots of other stuff to do, but I think we've gone long enough. I think the people have had their money's worth. Took a lot of twists and turns, took a lot of detours. Only got through a fraction of the topics. The Eastern Assassin, indeed. The Eastern Assassin.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his nickname. I mean his tag, his handle. Okay, guys, we've done a lot. We come 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I definitely think you have got your money's worth. There's lots of what's going on here. What's this? Rafi linked me. Sorry, I didn't see it, Kong. I didn't see it at the time. I was elsewhere. Sorry, guys. I didn't get to highlight your comments. But I hope. Well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. I think Big Boys enjoyed it. Big Boys, you enjoyed the show?
Of course, as always.
I'm pretty sure that you people out there enjoyed the show. I hope you got your money's worth. And what can I say? Thank you to the Iron Kong stopping by, making some good points. It was a bit of a revelation to me that Ryan Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao is allegedly just going to be an exhibition match. That was a bit of a shocker. Did you hear about that, Big Boys Boxing?
Yeah, ludicrous. I don't think it's going to happen.
It's crazy. Utterly crazy. Madness. So thank you to the Iron Kong. And of course, he's got his own channel. Feel free to go over there and check him out. And of course, the Big Boys Boxing up here in the building. So likewise, your own channel. Feel free to go and check him out. Big Boys Boxing. Much appreciation for you stopping by.
My pleasure, man. Everybody take care, stay safe, and get tuned in this weekend to PBC, there's a undefeated heavyweight fight on between Michael Polite Coffee and Damani Rock. It's going to be a goodie.
Mm-hmm. Nice little tip for the weekend. Big Boys Boxing, much appreciation. And hopefully all being well, catch you later on in the week. Have a good one down there in New Zealand.
You too. Peace out.
Take care, my friend. Take care, my friend. Okay. And then there was one. So where are we? Where are we? I'm very surprised this thing didn't crash. The amount of windows I've got open. It's kind of crazy, yo. It's kind of crazy, yo. Where we at? Closest to a KO. Ali retiring against Holmes is the closest to a KO loss on his record. And let's be honest, he was showing signs of dementia. He should have retired by then. No doubt in my mind. Yeah, the Eastern Assassin. Tyson was the only guy to KO Holmes. It was a great show. Always a good sign when there are topics still on the table. Lots of topics still on the table. But, Rafi is very instinctive. Don't always go by the script. Don't have to go by the script. You just go by feel. I go by feel. Tone up in the building. Good to have you up in here, Tone. And what does it say? Cheers, Rafi and Big Boys Boxing, and no doubt, the Iron Kong 2. Yes. Thank you to everybody for coming by, stopping by. Hold on, let me just adjust that shiznix. Why can't I get everything in? Muhammad Ali, number one. Why can't? If I downscale this, then I can get everything in that I want to get in. Hold on. Uno momento. Mommy, slow up your tempo. Let's have a look at how it looks now. Muhammad Ali, numero uno. Okay. Thanks to everybody for stopping by. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I think Iron Kong enjoyed it. The Big Boys Boxing enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Yeah, it's been a good one. Nice way to start the week. It's the Monday. It's the Boxing Talk with Rafi. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio, and I'm out. Blessed.